5 NFT tools that you cannot trade NFTs without. Some of them literally you cannot trade NFTs without. Other ones are just an amazing addition and they're a supplement to your NFT tools that I think would put you at a huge advantage from finding projects early, getting whitelists, buying on reveal quicker than everyone, and flipping them at a profit. So let's talk about all this in this video. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is HM and welcome to the channel. Now this topic I feel like is very overlooked in the NFT space, and especially the few tools that I'm about to tell you right here. By sharing these, I really feel like I'm giving you a secret that I shouldn't be sharing. But guys, I'm here to help you out and I need you to win in the NFT space. So for that reason, let's start with the first tool that is probably obvious to you if you're already in the space. And if you're someone who is not in this space and you want to join the space, you are going to need Discord. Discord is where everything happens. It's where you get the announcements first. It's where you communicate with other people in the community of the certain project that you're in. It's where alpha groups are. It's where I get most of my alpha. It's where you can ask all your questions you have regarding projects, where you can talk to the founders of the project, and which, by the way, you should be doing for every project you want to invest your money in. You should ask questions and you should speak with the founders and make sure they're going to answer all your questions and all your concerns that you have. So guys, you are going to need Discord. As you can see, I have plenty of servers, but the one I hang out in the most is Terrapin Genesis, which I'll talk about more in this video. And I am going to be running a giveaway towards the end of the video, so do not miss that, because this is one of the best, if not the best, alpha groups out there. So don't miss that, and more on that later. But as I said, you definitely need Discord, and I highly recommend you upgrade to Discord Nitro, and that is because it gives you the ability to have more than 100 servers, and sometimes it gets to way more than 100 servers. So just a tip for you guys. So download Discord, get familiar with it, because you are really going to have to be familiar with it if you want to start doing things quickly, maneuvering between one server to another, to the DMs. It's a pain in the beginning, but then as you get used to it, it can become very pleasant. And personally, I really like it since I got used to it. But before getting used to it, I used to hate it because, well, it's hard. But at the end of the day, nothing is hard. It's just new and you can just learn it, just like I did. Now, the second tool I want to talk about goes hand in hand with the third one, and that is TweetDeck. If you don't know what TweetDeck is, it is this platform right here where you can type in a keyword, or at least the way I use it. There are way many features to it, but the way I use it is I type in search keywords just like this, NFTs, any interaction, and I just scan through it almost all day just to find new projects. What this does is every time someone makes a tweet where they mention NFTs and any interaction, just like this one, it says any interaction, which is one we put right there, and NFTs is in the hashtag right here. So you can play around with this as much as you want. You can put NFT follow retweet. This is for you to join many giveaways if you're someone who is shooting for all these giveaways. And usually you can find a lot of new projects here, because many new projects, what they do is they start by giving plenty of whitelist spots, and who knows, maybe sometime you can find something that is extremely, extremely good and that can grow a lot. And if you're one of the first 500 members or so, there's a very high chance that you can win one of those giveaways versus when they have, let's say, 20,000 or 40,000 members. So this is another thing. Another idea I can put is NFT drop. This updates very frequently. I'm going to let you take a look at that. Look how frequently this updates. And the reason for that is because a lot of drops happen very frequently. And for that reason, people tweet a lot about it. Take a look at this cool NFT drop. NFT project launch, for example, this one. And if you scroll, you're going to see a lot of NFT drops. So that's the point. Another thing can be retweet for OG. This is also something that new projects use. Usually you don't get OG for projects unless you're early. So what you could do is retweet for OG. You can take a look at this. You can see, let's say this one. Oh, this looks cool. You can take a look at it. You just click on it, go to their Twitter, check it out. 787 followers. It's soon. You can go to the Discord, ask questions. That's basically how it works. So that's another tool. Now, as I said, this ties hand in hand with the third tool, and that is Twitter. Guys, Twitter is very, very underrated for non-NFT people, but for NFT people, that's all they do basically. Personally, I stay on Twitter a lot. And by the way, make sure you follow me on Twitter, because I am posting very frequently, and this is where I do all my giveaways. For example, for Terrapin, this is Terrapin, by the way, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. And on Twitter, I post my real-time thoughts about things in the market, in the crypto space, or in the NFT space. So make sure you do not forget to follow me on there. Now, on Twitter, I've heard many, many stories of people finding Bored Apes on Twitter. For example, another YouTuber, JRNY Crypto, was able to mint about 100 Bored Apes by scrolling through Twitter at 3 a.m. in the morning. Just think about that for a second. And from what I know, he's still holding them to this day. So Twitter paid off big time. Now, chances are you are not gonna stumble upon Bored Apes. However, you can stumble upon a project where you might think looks good, and then you look into it more and maybe pull an Azuki and learn about Azuki before it launches. Now, this is the power of Twitter. Also, Twitter is where you can follow other respectable people in the NFT space. And when you see them following a project, you can almost not guarantee, but there's probably a bigger chance that this project is going to do well because other people are doing the same thing as you and they're following this person. And I'm not talking about influencers, by the way. I'm talking about quality people in the NFT space who don't dump on their fans. So make sure you know who you're following and don't trust anyone blindly. But if, let's say, Gary Vee is following a certain account, it might be worth it for you to check that account and decide whether this is a good project or not. Obviously, when Gary Vee follows a project, this definitely does not mean that the project will do well. However, this just means that more people are going to be familiar with the project because many people follow Gary Vee and they follow who Gary Vee follows, basically because they do think this is going to do well because Gary Vee follows them. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So maybe you'll be able to capitalize on that as long as you are not the one holding the bag at the end. Now, the last two tools I want to talk about, you might not be familiar with. One of them I talked about in a previous video, which is just amazing. And the other one I have never mentioned. And it's just a very simple tool, which is just perfect if you ask me. So on OpenSea, if you notice, when you sell any item, it shows you that there is a creator fee of, let's say, 5%, 7.5, sometimes 10, or even sometimes 12.5% royalty. And then there's a 2.5% OpenSea fee. Now, what this does is it takes away a portion of your profits. So let's say you buy something for 10 ETH, right? Hypothetically, and you want to sell it for 11 ETH. Now, if you think about it, if the creator takes 10% fee on that, basically if you buy it for 10 and sell it for 11, you have barely made any profit, if not even you lost money. So here's where this tool comes in handy, and that is called derisk.tools. It's a tool where if you just type in derisk.tools on Chrome or on Safari or whatever, and all you have to do is paste the transaction hash. So here's where you find the transaction hash. One very easy way to find it is you go to OpenSea, and let's say you have this Azuki. Let's say this Azuki is yours. So you scroll down and take a look at the activity right here. So let's say you are Mega Miner and you bought it for 5.5 ETH, and now you want to decide at which price you want to list your NFT so you can make a profit. So you click on this one right there, which opens up the Etherscan link, and this shows you the transaction hash right here, the first thing you see. So if you click on this button right here, you copy it, then you go to derisk and you paste it. Click submit. Now what this does is it shows you that in order to de-risk or in order to break even when you sell this NFT, you have to list it at 5.9746. So if you bought it for 5.5, as we said earlier, you cannot sell it for 5.5 and break even. You have to sell it for at least 5.9746 in order to break even, because there's a 5% royalty that goes to Azuki and the 2.5% OpenSea fee. So this I really like because I don't have to do the math and put it in a calculator or do it mentally. This way I just plug it in and it tells me what's the minimum price and I go from there. It's just one of those tools that would save you time and it's more efficient. And plus, if you want to do everything mentally, you might mess up somewhere, because if you're doing something very quickly and calculating quickly, for example, when you're doing a quick flip, this can really come in handy. Now, last but not least, the tool that I want to talk about is NFT Nerds. Now, I talked about this about a video or two ago, I can't remember. And what this does is it's a sniping tool. Over here, it has listings on one side, trades on the other side, and it has the charts on here, which is just great because usually I have all three tabs open. I just change in between them, but this one has it in a very nice layout and it's way quicker than OpenSea. So, for example, this one shows you that it was listed 30 seconds ago and it was listed 30 seconds ago, versus on OpenSea, for example, sometimes or many times it lags before it shows the item that's for sale. And I always used to think that how do people know that this item was sold way quicker than I have? And that's when I learned about NFT Nerds, where this updates in real time. Also, the beauty of it, it shows you the rank. So for example, this one was listed for 33 ETH and the rank is 797. So then you can decide, well, maybe this is a good deal or not. And this comes in handy, especially as a mint is live. And when a mint sells out or right after it sells out, this can come in handy because many people are using OpenSea and Trade Sniper is not loading very quickly and it's taking time for the metadata to upload on OpenSea, so you don't know what you're buying or if it's a rare or not, while you can snipe those rare over here because You can literally buy it with a click of a button and easily buy it, and you're just ahead of everyone in this case. Also, you can adjust the gas down here, and it's just very user friendly, very easy. You can see all the sell walls as well. You can tell that between 25 and 25.5 ETH, we have the biggest sell wall so far. So amazing tool in my opinion. If you're interested and you want a discount for that, make sure you check the link in the description. I get nothing from this, but you guys get a discount, so it's just great and totally worth it in my opinion. And now for the part that you've all been waiting for, it's the Terrapin Genesis giveaway. Now what Terrapin Genesis is, it's an alpha group that consists of 333 NFTs only. And also, get this, it's a free mint, and I'm also a co-founder in this project. Honestly, it's one of the best, if not the best, alpha group out there, and I highly recommend you give this a shot, because if you get in, you'll see how good it is. Like, trust me, you'll see how good it is. All you have to do is go to my Twitter, go to the pinned tweet on top and follow the instructions. It's going to be follow me and Terrapin. It's going to be like, retweet, and tag 3 friends, and tell us why you want to be in the Discord server. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.